Hello and welcome everyone to a new episode of Cerulean Springs TTRPG for Menagerie. Tonight's episode named Undercover. We will see why in a bit. I'm, as usual, Jerry. I will be your DM, with your overseer, which is a fancy word for DM or narrator. Now, from the top.
Hello, I am Chera. I play Magpie, who is the group's machinist, occasional healer, and human disaster.
Or disaster.
Disaster, yeah.
Hello, I'm Don. I will be playing Nan0. I am the resident hacker. And I am a war droid. And a little bit of the mama of the group. And I will be explaining to you all how a synth works.
Hello, I'm Linkus, and I'll be playing Lemuria, which is just a fancy word for angry attack lemur.
That's accurate. Hello, I am Maul. I play Panda, and I am the resident emotional support panda. Everyone is in danger.
Hello everyone, I am Leon. I play John Doe, our Maury Eel Fishman mercenary. Always get my tongue tied on that.
But understandable. Now,
Write it down.
as
What is your
usual.
residential status?
Oh dear. As usual, we're gonna remind you of a couple of things. There are ways that you can help us with a stream if you want. First of all, if you can share us, that's gonna help us a lot. If you like what you see, hit follow. There is also some bit incentives that you can give our party some stuff with. I'm gonna just write in chat. Give me a moment. For 100 bits, you can give a party a +1 to add to the pool. For 300 bits, you can give an advantage or a disadvantage to the character. For 400 bits, you can give a momentum or a threat to be used by the overseer of a party. If we hit a hype train, which is free donations or follows or gifts in the chat, there's gonna be some random stuff happening. Now, let's begin the episode, shall we?
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop! Last we left off, on the dawn of a new day, you encountered on your next job what should have been a simple cleanup job of an area, of an anomalous area in the Cerulean Springs wilderness, turned bloody as you met a group of people all dressed quite similarly and praising a certain Exarch, chanting his name as they made themselves even explode just to get you out of the way. But you managed to stop them before they collapsed the cave that you were sent to investigate and to clear up for the digging team to do that. Even if that left you all wounded, left most of you wounded and possibly a bit shaken by seeing his unwavering faith into something, just the blood rushing in the river. Now, before we begin, Panda, if I remember correctly, I did give you a bonus to recover mental stats points, right?
Yes.
Yes, I believe I haven't lost any though.
Well, you will still have to recover 1, if I'm not wrong. You were still down 1.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Roll me 2d10 plus your bonus, and it's gonna be a 14 or plus. In the meantime, For the bits, for the +1 pool, you can just give them whatever you want.
Nah.
Nah. And then the party will be able to use it for the advantage, disadvantage the same. Momentum and threat are gonna be used mostly on the spot. I'm gonna write it in Italian, so it's gonna be clear for our Italian viewers as well.
And I believe in the meantime we are all staring at somebody about to ask for a favor.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, so they're like it's one of the cars that's still functional, right? Out of
The
the
red
three.
one.
The red one. No. Could you please make sure that the GPS tracking in the red one in the red car is turned off? And
We'll have a look.
thank you. And
If you want to
everyone
scrap
else,
the white ones for parts, they are done for, but might still be usable.
yeah, that might be an idea. Everyone else, can you guys please help me put all the bodies in the trunk of the red car?
I was gonna leave him here, but yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
Magpie is gonna send like a message to her muse to Halgrin, the surgeon, and all it says is Suntiam.
You receive a message back going, usual place, I'll prepare.
She sends a thumbs up back.
Right. Are you approaching the red car?
I am.
Give me an awareness check, please.
Plus, where am I? Oh, I'm camouflaged against the white car.
John, since you're close to the red car, please give me an awareness check as well.
Okay. See.
For no reason.
Okay.
For absolutely no reason.
I keep forgetting to change the text.
No worries.
It's okay.
If I were to do that every time, my rolls would take forever because of my typing skills.
John?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
And it takes a while for Roll20 to load. There we go. That is not the right symbol. I was trying to put a plus sign, I accidentally put a divide by sign. Would not be acceptable.
I don't think that's what we want.
Why did you roll a weird number with a decimal? We don't have decimals here.
What?
What? We didn't see any roll. Like, I can see any
No.
roll
Yeah.
here.
We were
Oh,
joking.
no, I haven't.
Ah,
How is it that the autistic person got a joke but the normies didn't?
That is the correct macro.
John, give me an extra detachment roll, please.
Monday.
Oh no! Oh no! That's one of the that's what attachment. If I'm correct, it's also with evasion and awareness, correct?
It's like evasion and awareness, yes, only with heater.
Oh no! I have a +1 and a D6. Oh no!
Sounds amazing.
Is there any way I can help?
No,
I
at
do
the
not want
moment.
to help. I want to see this crash and burn.
Fuck.
I love it when the dice make things go wrong.
So, John, as you stand close to the car, there is something whispering in your mind about the Exarch and about how the life behind the great collapse is gonna be so much greater, so much sweeter. How it's a land of plenty, how it's a land of milk and honey. And as that happens, Nano, approaching the red car, you can hear something. Maybe just thanks to your sensors, but you can hear that there is a really, really faint frequency coming from the red car.
Well, I'm gonna start interfacing with this vehicle.
Okay, roll me a hacking roll, please.
Hacking it is. I'll type hack. Is that enough?
You can manage to get through the system, and you can see that there is indeed some sort of speaker being used at the moment.
I want to turn it off.
Okay. You just managed to sever the connection. Roll me a D percentile, because you're I will guess you're doing this really quickly, right? Like, really on the spot.
I'm just telling the car, silence.
Okay.
Hitting a mute button.
Just roll me a percentile to see if you actually damage the car or not, because it might happen.
Oh, it's.
Yeah, you're fine.
I don't think I would damage destroying stuff.
Well, not destroying it, but basically you're interfacing with a system that you don't know how it's wired with the rest, and you don't know if actually disabling that would damage anything else of the car systems.
Well, guess you have a point. I'm just going shh.
Yeah, exactly. John,
Yes.
you suddenly get like snapped back from this little trance.
Talk about a mental whiplash.
Interesting.
And I have been requested to completely defragment and refragment all GPS
Yeah.
stuff. But once again, first I'm gonna store all GPS locations from the car
Rightfully so.
and
Yes.
then do it.
Okay. As with the other car, even here the GPS data is a bit jumbled, is a bit corrupted. So you don't know how much you can glean from that, but you have the data.
I mean, if I have two damaged ones, maybe I can combine them to get more information.
Well, yes,
Who
but
knows?
again, it's two different cars. You don't know if it went in the same directions.
Exactly, but I can at least compare and see. Lovely. I'm gonna see if this car has been modified in any way that I can find.
You can see that there's been a couple of modifications, but mostly disabling security, disabling the standard tracking for another kind of tracking, the sort of stuff that people will do to make a car untraceable by normal means.
Miss Magpie,
Yes.
I believe that at some point in its history this vehicle has been stolen.
I wouldn't be surprised at that.
So most of its standardized systems have already been removed?
That is great. Any other form of GPS tracking in it?
Nothing active at the moment.
Can you make sure that it stays not active? Deactivated. That's the word.
I'll make sure of it. I want to make sure that every and all external tracking of this vehicle cannot be activated without my authorization at the moment.
Well, there doesn't seem to be much in the way of other tracking. Just that weird jumbled GPS that you recovered.
Okay, lovely. How much fuel does it have left?
The tank is about half full.
Do we want to transfer
Risk.
fuel from the other vehicles to this one?
Yes, this probably is a good idea.
I'm not sure you want to do that, considering the other cars are really damaged at the moment. Consider the grenades that went off really close to them.
That's true. Is a half full tank enough to get where I want to get?
Oh yeah, no, Alpha Tank will. You're
Yeah.
really close to Cerulean Springs. It's like
Yeah.
Alpha Tank will go a long way.
Then that should be fine. In the meantime, Magpie is setting up a VPN so that her Muse's GPS system shows for whoever might be listening in or observing her that she is with the party. So she's gonna connect that location to Nano's locations.
Okay, are you going to discuss that with Nano, or are you going to just try to do that on your own?
I'm just gonna try to do that on my own.
Roll me a coding or a hacking. And in this case, if you roll hacking or coding, you're going to have to go over Nano's hacking defense.
Okay.
At the risk of sounding a little old-fashioned, shouldn't we be worrying about these being reported to the police while we're driving them?
No, because as soon as we finish up here, I will reach out to our client.
Nano, will that hit your hacking?
I believe my hacking defense is exactly a 15.
Then it won't. You manage to basically hop your signal on Nano's location. Nano, you're not aware of this. Like,
Yet.
exactly.
You did take quite a risk there, Miss Magpie, choosing the most hack-efficient person.
I know.
I would like to go inspect the crates and the cave. Would anybody
Okay.
care to assist me in this inspection to make sure there's no other dangerous goods?
Sure, sweetie.
Alright, you and Panda go and check the cave front of the crates. The crates are a bit damaged by the explosion that just happened. The one that collapsed part of a wall. And to go through into the cave, you will need to work a lot to dig through all the rubble that came down. And, well, you can see in the middle of the fallen rock splatters of blood and a severed arm just resting on the ground.
Magpie, Miss Magpie, are we also collecting severed limbs?
No, no. Several limbs are not needed, thank you.
Now hold on, there's some interesting ritual components that can be gleaned from these bodies. For example,
I
if
don't-
we have...
I don't disagree with that.
But, where's the but?
But
There's the but.
Mr. Lemur, man.
Hmm.
What are you trying to do with this set?
Well, I reckon probably if I can gather myself, say, 500 pineal glands and gather enough decent ritualists together, I might be able to reform my body.
500 pineal glands.
Why?
We're just gonna not start that plan.
Well, it's easy for you to say. You're still flesh.
I am so flesh.
Magpie is just gonna ping Lemuria in a private message that she might be able to hook him up with someone, but it's gonna cost him money.
Ooh.
Cost him what?
Can we
Not like
see
a
when
whole
someone's
brother?
messaging someone?
Okay.
Private
Intriguing.
message.
Can we see when someone's messaging someone?
No, you can't. You can see, like, if there's a call, you can just see a little indicator on your muse. The person is in a call, but you can't know who they're in a call with, of course.
My humor is wasted on y'all. I said, cost him what? An arm and a leg and a whole brother?
Oh, okay. So,
What about the crates?
the crates. You can see that most of the crates are almost empty, and they had more explosives for this sort of job, for this sort of demolition thing. And if you have engineering or civilian engineering or knowledge explosives, you can roll for that.
Miss Magpie,
Yes?
would you care to have a look at the remaining devices in these chests, please?
Yeah, sure thing. Like, Magpie's gonna go over and inspect it. Would you
Okay.
like a mechanical or electrical engineering?
It will be civilian engineering because this is basically a demolition shop.
So for me it's probably just a straight up engineering roll then.
Well, not even because engineering is trained on spec.
Huh. It's engineering is both train and spec.
Is it? Give me a second.
Yes.
Because if it is, I fucked up.
It's both train and spec, and I don't see civil engineering anywhere.
It will be.
Yeah, it's both train and spec.
Well, that's not how it works. I fucked up my notation. I'm gonna correct that. But basically, it's gonna be spec because, of course, if you know electrical engineering, you won't necessarily know civilian engineering.
Yeah.
That does make sense, Jerry, but that was your mistake, so you cannot punish your player for your mistakes. So
I'm not
she's
punishing
not-
a player for my mistakes, but at the same time, it's a mistake, and the roll didn't happen yet.
Well,
Yeah, but what's requested before this correction?
Okay, well, roll it. Roll me an intelligence, like, straight up.
straight intelligence. Oh boy. Hey.
You're making it hard enough as it is. Every little bit of advantage we can take, I'm gonna...
You can always use momentum, just saying.
17, I think that's good enough. With a 10 on the D10.
Yeah, well, no momentum because you
Yeah,
already
because
are
you're
at
full.
We're already
full.
maxed!
But yeah, well, you can. You don't know the exact specifics of those. Yes, Panda?
Not to be a rules lawyer, but Jerry, didn't you say at the beginning of the session the momentum is set back to 5?
You do have a point.
Ooh. Is threat set back to 5 as well?
No, I get 3 threats per scene.
Okay, so I will just put our momentum to 6 then because
Okay, put it to 6.
was set back. Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries. It's good. But yeah, basically, you don't know the exact specifications of it. But you can pretty much, like, from the type of equipment, from how the rocks crumbled, you can probably glean the fact that this job was supposed to be a really clean demolition job.
I will convey that to the party.
And as you inspect the other crates for Nano and Panda, you can see that in some of these crates there seems to be some holographic projectors that are internally powered.
I'm just loading everything into the truck. All crates are going into the truck.
Okay.
In which truck?
The red one is the only one that works.
The only one still working.
Okay, as long as there's space for the bodies, yes.
Equipment on one side, bodies on the other, would just stack him.
And we'll just throw. I'm assuming they have tarps. I will assume we are throwing a tarp on top of the body.
Well, I
Yeah.
won't.
Yes, obviously.
I won't expect so. By the
no.
way,
That's what I assume.
Second option. Mr. Jandel, are you capable of driving?
Not well.
He's not that type of gay.
I never had a license.
Because otherwise we could move the rental over here as well to distribute the load a bit.
I mean, I might be going slower because, again, don't particularly know how to drive, but
I have a one in drive, I'll go get the car.
by the way, for the people that were close to the explosions, how did that make you feel? Seeing someone just
It's so-
deciding to...
It felt deserved.
Okay, deserved. Alright.
That is the most disturbing thing I could say for that.
It's quite disturbing.
Not disturbed, deserved.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, but that sentiment is quite disturbing.
Of course.
do you feel like you will need to roll on mental stat for that?
I think Panda might,
Okay.
because we've said they're peaceful several times, and
They try to be at the very least.
yeah, we kind of just went on a rampage. Panda shot first.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah,
If
if
I
you
did.
don't count the gun jamming, Panda shot first.
Roll me fortitude. It's gonna be 4+, considering that you decided to roll by yourself.
Can I argue, though,
Hmm?
that they only shot because the people were forming a threat towards Nano? Because they were talking about disassembling me. They shot in my defense as well.
They did, yes.
I did.
But
Yeah.
it's about how Panda feels about it.
Yeah, no, I'm just making sure that they have all their cards on the table before they
Uh-huh.
I think
make their decision.
if Nano told them that, because she could probably see how they're feeling, it might help them.
I mean,
Hannah,
Yeah.
are you currently busy?
No.
Would you care to walk back to the car with me?
Sure.
I seem to have forgotten to tag its location.
Check its what?
Tag its location.
What's location? The car?
Yes. We parked it somewhere outside the woods, did we not?
Oh. Yeah, we can go find it. Just hop on my back.
I will walk, thank you.
Okay.
I was about to say you You will be looking at taking a point of fatigue for that. You're loading a war droid on your back. So you're a panda, but damn, that's.
He is a thick panda. Or they are a thick panda,
I'm
after all.
thick. I use
Yeah.
my enhanced strength.
Oh, are you cold? Yes.
I would prefer not to damage the internal structure of your back.
I am already damaged.
Aww.
Oh.
Mood.
Do you need assistance?
I think I'll be okay. I just may need some time to meditate later.
I guess it's a good thing you're not driving then.
I don't even think I could in that little car.
Do you have enough room? I did specify that we had a centaur.
Yeah, we didn't have enough room for him.
They gave me plenty of
For
room.
them.
Okay, I'm glad. Otherwise, I would have to have a stern talking to with our operator.
Aw. Not for me. I appreciate it.
Well, it would be bad service, not no.
Hi. Hi, Jordan. Visit on stream. That would have been bad service. Not gonna lie. But it's comfortable.
Very well. Have you had any headway in figuring out why this area seems to be so odd? The heat change, I mean.
I think if I go to the hot area and try to search the astral plane over there, we may be able to figure something out.
Would I be able to guide Panda in this?
To help with astral projection?
Like, I can't actually astrally project or anything anymore.
Well, you do
But I
have
can-
know-how on how to do
Yeah.
that. I think you will be able to make the difficulty from a 4 to a 3 or 2.
Yeah, so I'm going to, like, give quick mentoring and tell them exactly what they should be looking for.
Okay, roll me knowledge, astral plane, or astral
Ether knowledge.
presence, or ether knowledge. Yes,
Does this mean that we found the car and drove it back by now?
I will say it's gonna take you like 5 minutes to get the car back to the
Fair.
clearing.
Then I will start loading all taggy stuff and crates and stuff into the rental.
Okay.
Because I'm not moving bodies into the rental because that's very hard to explain.
Here's your car back. Don't mind the tarp with the bodies underneath it.
No, the blood stains. The bodies most likely will be gone.
All right. Panda.
So, ether knowledge or astral presence?
Oh no, for you it's gonna be a focus roll at 3+.
Oh. Focus roll 3+?
Yes. It will be a 4+, but with help from Dr. Skell, you are getting a bit of an edge.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh.
jeez. That's good.
Shit.
Nice.
That
And
is
remember,
one
if
hell
you
of a
see any
lecture.
giant Reaper-like entities, just give them a hug. I'm sure it'll be fine.
So,
Memoria, it will not be my first time seeing one of those.
Panda, you
Yeah.
let your spirit fade slowly into the ether stream. Your eyes close, your body slumps over, and there's blackness for a moment. Just that moment as you feel that familiar pull on your soul. And then your eyes open once more. In the ether stream, this colorful, vibrant dimension of existence that you and few others are privy to. At least while they're alive. You open your eyes, and the first thing you see is something weird. So, you know, when you enter the astral plane and you look towards Nano, right?
Yeah.
You only see this void in her shape. If you look towards Lemuria on the other end, there's a string. There's a void, but there's this glistening of a string, of a connection to something.
Does that string just travel into the distance?
It does. Really far away.
Oh shoot.
But
I wanna.
give me a moment.
Oh,
After noticing that, consider that Skell was, well, helping you, right?
yeah.
You see that around you the ether is flowing in a very specific manner. And you can see this glint of red around it. It's further down. Like, it's difficult to translate like depth and distance in the real world. But it's clearly further down from you. But there is a very organized, geometrical complex spreading underneath. You don't know what it is, but it has a bit of a resemblance to more modern and more settled up fortresses in the astral plane that corporations would use to have a bit of a foothold in there.
So, as I'm thinking of this, because I can't see like where the fortress is, but I can see where it probably should be connected to the line. I'm gonna think back to my good friend Magpie. You know, the one I want to go to the junkyard with, right?
Well, I mean,
Her Hornet.
little problem. You are in the astral plane. You can't really contact anyone at the moment.
Not contacting, just thinking about them. Just like, you know what? What if I had a Hornet in the astral plane? So what I want to do is like start molding something that I could basically send in directions and look through its eyes.
You will need to create that. As in...
What do I need to roll?
Oh, it's not a roll, but basically
right.
what you are suggesting will be a sort of amulet or something that gives you this sort of skill in the astral plane.
Damn. Sad.
I know.
My magic is nothing.
Gurgles aren't easy things to just conjure and throw away.
You will need either a scroll, a wand, or a focus of sorts, or a talisman that will give you this sort of eye. Or maybe just perform a ritual, but for that you will need time and preparation. Anyways.
Okay. What if I just touch the string?
If you just did what?
Touch the string.
The string in Lemuria?
Oh wait, the string's next to Lemuria, what the fuck?
There's a string connected to Lemuria, and then there is a concentrated ether flow forming a geometric pattern.
Very, very right in that.
And those two things that I hope are unrelated.
Like, I thought they were really low. Like, wait a minute.
No. I mean, Lemuria is Lemuria. The geometric stuff underneath you is the geometric stuff underneath you.
And
I
the
take some
red
time
essence
to-
flow, is that connected, is that a separate thing, or is that connected to the string or to the geometric flow?
The red flow is actually in the geometric flow. Like,
Okay.
from what you can see, whatever is going on, it's it's somewhere deep below you, and it's mostly red essence, or at least fueled by something similar to red essence.
Okay, what do I know about red essence?
Rage.
You know, yeah, exactly. Red essence is the alchemical signifier of fire, passion, rage, heat, all that sort of stuff.
Is there any way I could take some of that with me?
No, because you are just seeing the flow of it. You can't really touch it. Like, if it's translated in red essence, like in actual alchemical red essence, you will have to find it wherever it is. At the moment, you can just sense it.
So basically, you're sensing two volcanoes fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
But you can't have
And
any.
this is how hills are made.
And this is how we make Pompeii.
Oh god, oh dear. If
Yeah,
considering
I wanna-
what Pompeii was for, that's not entirely correct. But
You know, learning my lesson from the New Year's Festival, I'm just gonna analyze the geometric shapes and be like, I wonder what the fuck this is.
well, at the moment, you can just see that it seems like it's outlining a structure. It's like if you're looking at circuitry in a way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is
Maybe
there like
it's Martian.
I was about to say.
I'm scared.
There's a problem with players who had had a previous campaign.
Yes.
We get super excited when anything seemingly related to it comes up. We're like, we've seen this before. But the overseer, who was present for both games, is probably not going to be reusing that. It's completely different.
And yet,
And yet.
Question.
Yes.
Could I go deeper down to inspect what it leads to?
You could, but you don't know what you're gonna find. And at the moment, as I said, defense and things like that, if you are still playing, you're gonna need talismans, you're gonna need equipment for that.
Uh-huh.
Maybe a crazy idea, but Panda, if it looks like circuitry, maybe you want somebody who tinkers with circuitry to look at it. Like
Wait a minute.
Magpie.
Hey.
Just saying, you can bring others into this
Yes,
mess.
we do have a piggybacking role.
A big wedding roll?
Piggyback.
Piggyback.
You can
Piggyback.
quite literally give them a ride on your back into the astral plane.
Yep.
Oh,
ooh,
try to get them.
bring me.
Well,
No, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to ban.
So it's a limited piggyback.
Yes.
in your case, pretty much so, yes. I mean,
Damn.
Yeah, you don't have the access pass. You need the access pass first.
you can buy it for
gonna-
$19.99 for this season.
I'm gonna go get Magpie and be like, hey, I need your expertise.
Okay, what do you mean? What do you need?
Remember how we talked about the whole junkyard meetup?
Yeah?
Yeah, right now we're turning it into a circuitry date. So there's a lot of circuitry and shit happening in the astral plane, and it's got red essence. It's really weird, and I need your smart girl brain.
Uh, okay, I have never been to the astral plane. I don't know how to get there, and I'm not sure I belong there.
You'll love it. We all belong there.
Okay.
Ominous.
You just hear a simulated cough come from a lemur.
Oh, that wasn't a cough. That was just a haha, ominous.
I'm holding him
Now
back
there's
by his
officially-
tail just to make sure he doesn't have an outburst.
There's officially one person in the party that knows all the shit that Panda is talking about.
Yeah, like Magpie is just a little pale. She's like scared, you know. She's the kid who don't want to get on the roller coasters because
Aw.
it's scary.
Alright, so, Panda,
It'll be fine. Yeah.
Magpie, are you going, man?
Miss
Yes.
Magpie?
Yes.
I would like to remind you that our mission here is simply to clear out this area of physical dangers. We are
I
in
know.
no way, shape, or form obligated to find out what is happening in this area.
I
If you
know.
don't feel comfortable, you don't need to feel pressured.
Yeah, she's like, fuck, astral plane scary, but then again, there's like that curiosity as well, like, ooh, shiny. So she's gonna go.
Okay.
Hey, Magpie, while we're inside, I'm gonna keep you safe, okay? Do you
I
trust me?
trust you.
It was very brave of you to say that.
Alright, then. Panda,
That's very ominous of you to say that.
Everything Panda says is ominous.
Apparently.
considering that you had to come out from the astral plane, right?
Yeah.
I need another focus roll from you because you're entering
Okay.
back in, and it's gonna be at a 4+ because you're bringing someone in.
I got a nope.
Nope.
Yeah, it canceled my success.
It did.
Can I try again?
You can. You're gonna have to stay there for like another hour or so, but you can.
That's fine.
You can burn the point if you want.
I was about to say,
Nah.
how much momentum would it cost to auto succeed in?
Well, at the moment, you won't need to use it.
We're good.
It takes a while. The first attempt is a bit botchy. Magpie, as you sit near Panda, you have just this little glimpse of flashes of color, but then you're back in the real world. It takes a bit of a second attempt. It's gonna blow your mind.
Yeah, Magpie's probably gonna throw up.
Jerry, quick second. As soon as we get in the astral plane, can I just have Panda spew out a bunch of like beautiful butterflies into the sky?
You can do a little bit of flair, yes. You can do it.
Fuck yeah.
You... Magpie, it's the first time you enter the astral plane, right?
Yep.
As with Panda, you can feel your body just slumping down. Completely motionless. It's a familiar sensation. You felt it when you went into full dive. But when you open your eyes, it's completely different. You can see color. And not color as you will see it in the real world. It's just so vibrant, so incredibly amazing as your body feels weightless and floats in this stream of energy that you can feel coursing through you. And you can see these ethereal little sprites just exploding as you enter the astral plane for the first time. And when you look down at yourself, what would be Magpie's gatecrusher form?
Oh boy. Yeah.
Gatecrashers already have it easy. We already know what we look like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
feathers, a lot of feathers.
Feathers.
Do you have wings?
Yeah.
You can feel in this weightlessness your body different. Perfect in a way. You can see the feathers around you. A couple of them just floating in the air before disappearing.
I look at Magpie and their wings and say, "It's really nice to see you again."
Yeah, Magpie is just speechless. But yeah, she has a pair of wings, but it's not coming out of her shoulders, but more of like her lower back.
Oh, okay.
And it's all black feathers with a trim of golden ones.
Oh, I like
Maggie,
that.
do you need me to explain what's happening?
You truly are a magpie.
Sort of. Like her legs are more of a reptilian type than a bird, but somewhere in between the two.
She's the missing link.
And she does have an extra pair of eyes.
Beautiful.
And slight with feline features, but not full on cat.
Oh, fancy. But yeah, you can see, you can feel this form in you. You can feel it as yourself.
It feels right, but it's so abrupt that she actually gonna throw up. It's a bit jarring.
Lose
Rainbow puke.
Yeah.
Magpie.
Astral puke. Yeah?
Lose a point of ether, please.
Do I even have any points of ether?
Well, you will have points of ether like everyone else, just you don't have a type of ether.
Okay, so ether pool is 6, threshold is 3, so what do I type where?
Type 2 and 5 at the moment.
Okay.
Panda, as you turn around and you say this really warm, it's nice to see you again, Magpie. You say, and this cloud of ether just dissipating in the air.
I pat her on the shoulder. That's great.
Oh boy.
Welcome to the astral plane.
Oh, that was a fucking trip, wasn't it?
Oh, it's always a trip down here.
Big
I
question.
don't know.
Do you use your hand or your wing to wipe the remainder of from your mouth?
My hand.
You can see this little glistening, multicolored spew on your hand before it evaporates.
That's gay.
It is, isn't it?
But yeah,
Yep.
as you look
What's the
around,
astral plane?
you can see the same stream that Panda saw, and you can recognize the shape of Nano, like you can recognize it, but it's just like looking at a void. Like where there's all this color, you can see this complete lack of it.
It's like loading into a game and a sprite is not being loaded.
Yeah, it's like the checkerboard, like the test texture.
Yeah, exactly. And Lemuria, on the other end, you can see most of Lemuria has the same sort of void, but there's this connection right where you set the chip.
Oh, interesting.
And yes, you see as well as Panda, you can see this expanse like circuitry below you.
I like how the synth have less of an astral presence than a chair.
The chair.
I'm sorry that you feel worth less than a chair.
Well, I don't feel worth less than a chair. I feel less magical than a chair.
Aw.
Damn.
Okay, so Magpie's gonna take a good look at the circuitry.
Are you using engineering?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then I can give you a +1 because I have 2 in it.
Okay.
Is it electrical that I would use for this?
Yes, it will be.
Just in case it's relevant, do remember Magpie has seen the chip that hosts.
The host,
The lemur?
yes, of course, I know.
Just in case it's relevant.
Just in case. Okay, so I have a 3 in electrical, and Panda gives me a +1, so that's 4. Yeah, about that.
Oh, oh no.
About that.
About that.
I pull Magpie back out of the second. Wait, let's take a short break.
I'm going
Get over here
to,
for a second.
I'm going to say something.
Cherry, before you say anything,
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. How much momentum would it cost to request a reroll? Is that a thing we can buy?
It is, yes.
Ooh.
It will be 4 points because you can consider it a critical failure if you want. It's not, but that would avoid that at the very least.
Would you guys like me to burn the points? Momentum points for this.
It's 4 points.
We still have
We
2.
only have 6.
Yeah.
In all honesty, this is the first sign ever of astral circuitry, which could relate back to our new friend.
That is true. Yes.
So, Linux, would you like to burn the points? Lemur,
Mm.
are you awake?
Yes, I'm definitely awake.
We asked you a question.
Yes, you did, and I agree with you entirely.
Then burn them. You
Um,
just gave us permission to
If,
burn
I
more
think
than
we
half
can. I
of
think we can afford to burn the points if they reset every session anyway.
They don't. Like, they get to 5.
Oh,
If
so they
you
lower
have-
down to 5,
Yes.
Yeah.
but they
Do
don't
they-
rise up to 5.
No.
Yeah.
So does that mean I re-roll?
No, I will
And
say
it's
for
just like-
4 points I can give you a success of this,
Okay.
considering it wasn't a critical failure. What you see seems to be the wiring of a facility, like full on. You're looking at the complete circuitry of a facility underneath you. You
Oh.
don't know for what, because this is a sort of alien technology in a sense. But you know that this must be powering a whole structure in the astral plane.
Okay, guys. Whatever this is, it probably powers a whole structure here in the astral plane.
Not only that, I will add, you know that at the moment it's still dormant.
And it is dormant. It is not currently generating power.
Menagerie, would we like a base in the astral plane?
But yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, by the way, thank you for four threat, which sends me at 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me? How much?
Well, you spent 4.
Yeah, which is 3
started at
plus
3.
4 is 7.
I wasn't at 3, I was at 6.
No, we have 2 left because we gained 1 momentum, right?
Yeah, But Jeriel starts the scene with 3 tread,
Oh, okay. 7 it is.
plus 4.
Alright.
Hey, ho ho ho! 3 tread points is a whole of a lot of trouble. I'm not giving you it. No, ma'am.
Anyways. You...
Hashtag creature feature.
by the way, Panda and Magpie, give me an awareness check, please, with either.
None of it.
So it's just the standard awareness,
Oh,
but...
no, actually, it's just awareness. Sorry, it's not either. Just awareness.
Oh.
Okay. Coordination.
Time to try to perceive.
Vision. Magpie, you can see figures in the distance.
Oh,
They are completely alien to you. They seem to have membranous, slow floating wings, but they're a bit see-through. It's like they're just gliding on ether and slowly just moving in the area and getting slightly close. They don't seem to have noticed you yet.
yeah, Magpie is just gonna, like, tap Panda's shoulders. Look, some things are coming. Like, we have to go. Like, she's scared. Magpie is scared. Like, the wings are flapping a little bit, like there's some others flying around.
Can I look towards them to try to figure out what the fuck they are?
Now that you see them, you know that they might be predatory. At least looking at the way they move, you have a bit. You've seen enough of a fauna to know that that sort
Are
of
their eyes
movement.
front-facing or side-facing?
They're side facing at the moment. And you can hear this little.
Okay. So, yeah, I look at Magpie and think,
Wait, they're magical creatures. Evolution doesn't apply to them. Ha!
what?
Said, these are magical creatures. Evolution doesn't apply to them. Animals with front-facing eyes, so eyes in the front of their heads are predatory.
These are magical creatures.
Science.
What I'm gonna do is, Magpie, I agree, it's time to go. Fucking hug Magpie and just pull us out.
Wink!
Okay, you are suddenly jolted back into reality. Magpie, you are leaning against Panda and there's this puddle of puke close by with the rest of your breakfast.
I like a slight citrusy taste from where Nano has tried to wipe your mouth off.
It's like slight citrusy, but you can still taste the soap on it as well, like that disinfectant taste. Oh.
Yeah, you're also wrapped in a crappy blanket I found in one of the vehicles.
Amazing.
I pat Magpie on the head. Yeah, we can get you something to eat later.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah,
And
how was your first time in the void? Oh, I mean the astral plane, not the void.
The void.
Not the void. Astral plane. Definitely astral plane, not the void.
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
gonna shove the lemur towards Magpie as well to help transition her back after her first trip. And then I'm gonna continue my very important task of finding the most interesting plant in this area to bring back for my charge.
Astral god.
Okay, give me either a survival check or an analysis check.
I need to search for my alchemy stuff too.
Okay, you can do the same.
And Magpie is gonna like fasten the tarp on the truck and everything and check the engine and the starting bits.
Okay. John.
Lemur.
John,
Yes.
what are you doing in the meantime? You
Still
still.
giving that slap in the face of the mental whiplash that happened in the beginning of this. I feel like John's probably gonna be...
Right?
Yes.
First
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like John's probably has started trying to do some research on what the Exarch is. Doing baseline Google searches. If that when that doesn't get what he needs, he'll go into some deeper areas of the web, so to speak, and then he's also going to be searching a certain message board as well to see if anything
Okay.
is up there.
Alright. I will say it doesn't take long to find some really rudimentary info on the Exarch. It seems like you just stumbled on an urban legend. Like, there are these posts talking about the underground people and the Exarch that are like you can see
Underground people? You mean like mole man?
it sounds like that will be the case. Like they're talking about like someone saying, "Oh yeah, one day I was walking and in one of the sewers I heard the voices chanting Exarch." Like from one of the little manholes close to the street, I heard people chanting Exarch, and then I completely
Or like praising him or something like that.
like they were praising some sort of god, and then he forgot everything and woke up in a bed without a kidney. Like you're looking at this sort of stuff.
Oh, so basically, don't touch errata.
Ridiculous.
But
It's one of those. I highly doubt that it was kidney stealers. Just from what I know, from what I, the player, know, as like, oh, that's obviously like a copy pasta. Like the time when of a copy pasta.
The creepypasta.
yeah,
Well, they originally started out as copy pastas, and then it moved to creepypasta. So, like one of the original forms, like when it was still called a copy pasta, but creepypasta.
yeah. So
Uh-huh.
you
The
fi-
copypastas I mostly see on Twitch, though. In places like that.
but yeah, you can find all that sort of weird urban legends about like one day I had a dog and it disappeared into one of the manholes. The common thread seems to be tied to the underground somehow.
So it's one of those you have to steep through a bunch of bullshit to find that kernel of truth kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And if you look at the boards, like at your boards, I will need to gather
Yeah.
information, please.
I'm going to do a gather information with a specific thing of any incidents that are happening in underground location, seeing as that is where it seems to be collating, like any sort of like, oh
Uh-huh.
yeah, some shit's going down from like the sewers or like some old decrepit underground places, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can't find where and you said it was a gather information?
Yes, please.
Gather information. Remember. Oh, fucking Orth's charisma. Orth. Do you want to guess what my dump stats are?
Charisma meter? Mayhaps?
Yeah,
Uh,
both D6s.
Why is it the ether person wants to be your best friend?
1d6, let's see, gather information. I have a +3, thankfully. God, please let me crit. Does a 15 do it?
Yes, it would. You can see
It would?
it would. You can see it's nothing really conclusive, but you can start finding some recounts of people doing jobs that brought them underground. And you can actually notice some reports of things that happen similarly to what just happened here. Like one going, "Oh yeah, I was on this gig for one of the corps, and we had to reach underground a secure point, but we got attacked by some people chanting Exarch, and one of them just fucking blew up."
Oh shit.
Ah,
Or another one talking about how on another gig, they found some excavation in progress. Like they took a wrong turn and entered this sort of excavation in progress that was clearly not done by the municipality, and they found these people that attacked on site.
Okay, so I guess that
Interesting.
begs the question. We're in a forest above ground, what the hell are they doing here?
They were fiddling with a cave.
An entryway. Okay, that makes more sense. Huh.
the plot chickens.
the
I
plot
guess what's throwing me off is you worded it, I would, as in past tense. I thought, oh no. What's in my way?
It could be future imperfect.
John,
Yes.
you find yourself kinda disagreeing with all these reports, though.
I find myself what?
Disagreeing with these reports. Like,
Disagreeing with them how?
it's impossible that Exarch would do something so horrible, like attacking people for no
Oh
reason.
shit. Oh shit.
Right, everyone prepare for some stink eye.
Lemur gives stink eye.
I will
We've been
say,
getting stink eye from fishmen.
Well, the lemur is still being shoved towards Magpie to talk to them after their
I'm
first
waiting
astral
for a pretty
trip.
moment, shush.
give me just one focus roll, John.
Oh, thank God you're not making me do drive.
No, it's focus.
This is just to figure out what bullshit you're focusing on.
It's not exactly that. It's gonna be a 4+. Oh shit, yo.
Holy moly! and a
Flying
thousand
colors.
Yeah, no,
I
that
think they are very focused.
they are. You can. The moment that you have these thoughts about how the Exarch, like how this person that will bring everyone to the land beyond the Great Collapse, you immediately identify them as alien thoughts. Like You go, no, 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 no. Like, these assholes just fucking suicide bombed in front of me, trying to kill us. Like, no, this is wrong. Sort of mentality. And you have basically the certainty that your mind has been fucked with somehow.
I had that certainty right after it happened.
Well, yes, still.
Confirmation.
Yeah, but if you had crit failed this, you would have started doubting yourself.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I was like, oh shit, it's a 4+. Oh shit.
But then you
And I
keep.
was like, oh, I come back.
God.
Magpie and Lemuria, if you want to have a little moment as well.
So, that was interesting.
I glance between like Nano and Magpie. I go, would you like to talk about it?
I don't know.
So the closest equivalent of toy can manage to grit a teeth. It really helps.
Okay, yeah, sure. I would like to talk about it. Yes.
Yay!
Is she making you do this?
I mean, no.
I'm looking for plans. You can say whatever you want. I just waited for the conversation to start. I'm not focused.
No, I'm not being forced to do it, but it's
Yeah,
been a while.
Since you had a conversation?
Yeah, I've been sort of dead for the past few months.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So, how was it on the other side?
It was so different. It just felt right, I guess. Everything was so bright and vivid.
Hmm.
I hope you know that you're still connected to the other side.
Oh, I am?
Yeah. Well, at least you're not like Nano. Nano was just blank.
Hmm.
But your chips seem to be still connected, so...
Well, that gives me some hope. I've still actually got a soul in here.
Yeah, hopefully that's it. Something else. Also, have you ever seen something like a power plant on the other side?
Jerry?
I will say you are aware like that fortresses sometimes have this sort of really intricate alchemical matrices to power the spells that are holding them up.
So it could be some sort of like a power node for one
Yeah.
of the fortresses.
Yeah, it could be something like that. Like it's still dormant, so the energy is still there. Just the switch isn't turned on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it stretches all underneath us, but not currently powering anything.
Huh. Well, I really wish I had access to my library. I'd love to try and study this place.
Just out of curiosity, what kind of properties might you have had in your life?
Oh, I had loads. Just wish I could remember them. I definitely know I used to own a manor somewhere around Bath, but
Yeah, remember, he's a millennial. They splurge on every type of.
and we kill jobs.
Yeah, exactly, and industries.
Yeah. A power we held.
It'd be like
It's
that.
probably a good thing that we're across a voice channel instead of in like a meat space together, because I'm pretty sure one of us would have already been hit by now.
Definitely.
Maybe not hit, but definitely thrown snacks at.
Yeah. Or dice.
So, yeah, can't remember most of them.
Sorry, I'm looking for plans.
Yep.
Yeah. We might be able to get you access to that library. Or another one, but it all depends. It's something you could bring up with the group.
That would be nice.
After all, we are working together and might as well make each other's lives a bit easier.
Also, at some point, I wouldn't say no to having a slightly more dignified body.
Ah,
But I don't know how these things work now that I've been plugged into this one.
yeah, I will look into it. I might be able to build you something, but I'm not gonna say it for sure, since I haven't had a good long look at the Golemancy shop yet, since we've been back.
Thanks for reminding me. Jerry? I'm
Yes.
going to start scanning the dead bodies for cybernetics.
Oh, well, there are a couple, like, you can see a couple straight up, because you can see one with a bionic arm, one with a bionic leg. So, you can see that they do have cybernetics.
Excellent. That's me basically a fifth of the way to a new body. Yeah, okay, I'll start Magpie, can you help me with these?
What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna try nibbling through the body, the fleshy bits.
Yeah, no, like, those can be traced. We don't want them to find you or any of us. This Exarch and his people. They might be tracked.
Oh. Is there no black market we can sell these on and get new ones?
I mean, there's probably a black market for everything.
Black markets. Talk to the
And-
fishman.
Magpie just winks
Magpie,
at Lemuria. Yep.
at the mention of a black market, considering your expertises and everything, I won't even make you roll for this. But you know that it's a risky business if you don't go to people you know. Like, you know that the Glitch, which is a street gang that operates in Old Town, operates with black market cybernetics that they track and then kill the person they sold it to, for example.
Yeah.
Like, they steal cybernetics from people, they hack into them, they sell them on the black market, get them installed to rich people, then get the rich person, kill them, and get all their stuff.
Amazing. There's
I mean, couldn't they just, like, as they're signing over all their goods, just speak to the lawyer observing it and go, I don't have any control over my arm, please help me?
Well, they take a while. Like, they don't act immediately. They're just,
They do it while they sleep, very cunning.
yeah.
While they sleep, while they're on the toilet, while they're out alone. Yeah. If you want something like that, you just have to make sure you get it from the right source, though.
Speaking of Old Town, the day is growing further on, and you guys might have something to do tonight.
Yeah, I was hoping we would get this over with very quickly so I can take the truck where I was gonna trade the truck. You guys can hand in our... what is it?
Rental.
Contract. Yes.
Our rental and the contract, and then we will meet at the place, Nano.
Very well. I am still looking for something. I believe
Yeah.
Hannah also wanted to look for something.
Uh-huh.
But if you have another stop to make today, I think you can take the red truck and go on ahead.
Yes, I will do that.
John, Lemur, would you prefer to stay for a little bit more or want to head out? With Magpie?
Well, I'm not doing anything, so I'm easy.
I have no care.
In that case, Miss Magpie, would you prefer to go alone or have company?
I would prefer to go alone. Also, you might not have to go back to Ark because the people are supposed to set up the site here today at one point. So they might arrive.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait and see if I can figure out what's actually going on here, so give them a preliminary report.
Sounds
Alright.
good.
Magpie's just gonna go like, see you later, guys, and drive off with the red van
Okay.
once everything is secured.
I will move the scraps out of the two vehicles out of the way so they have a clear path.
Okay. No, you do find a really gorgeous flower, like bushel of flowers that they clearly aren't. They clearly are like xenospecies. They are
can see
just growing, and they have this really swirly pattern on the petals. Of golden and rose just kinda woven together.
I'm gonna do the equivalent of a robot smile and put them safely in like a pouch I carry, which is like the only non-mechanical thing in my entire being.
Okay. Panda. There are some really easy to recognize poisonous plants, but you will need to take a lot of them with you. Like, we're talking, it's a lot of poisonous plants, but they are not really big in power, so you're mostly going for quantity over quality sort of stuff.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, I will say you can take about two units worth of poison, but it's gonna be like you're going around with your satchels full of branches, sort of thing.
Ah.
Thanks for the guest, Catafox. Okay, anything else you want to do here? Or, Lemuria, you were trying to give a bit of a recon, right?
Yeah, just do just falling into old analytical brain patterns,
Well,
letting my pattern solving do the work.
you can notice that the area around you is almost a perfect circle. Like, you can see from the way that the snow melted at a perfect arc. It's most probably gonna arc all the way back in an almost perfect circle. The cave is way too damaged at the moment to go in and check the doors, because the guy just kind of blew up himself and collapsed at the entrance. Other things? I will say, give me an analysis check, so we'll see if you find anything.
Okay.
Can I assist?
You can, yes.
Okay. It's a bonus point per 2.
Uh-huh.
That's 1 bonus point.
Okay, roll it at a +1.
I'm rolling a +1.
Yes.
You get a bonus because I'm helping you, a bonus of +1.
Okay.
On top of your normal roll.
I seem very comfortable rolling around the 10 to 12 area.
You are. You can't really find anything else of significance at the moment.
That's fair.
Alright, so...
I like at one point pick him up and toss him in the air to get like an aerial view and catch him again.
Do you want to do that? Let me remind you that the chassis of Lemuria is a bit damaged at the moment.
God.
Maybe not then. I was trying to figure out how I could assist in a reasonable way.
Alright.
Bad idea. I'm sorry.
So, are you going to do anything else? If not, we can...
I will contact our employer.
Okay. The call goes on for a couple of seconds before a male voice responds and goes, "Your bank's digging company. Who am I speaking to?"
Good day. You're speaking to Nano from ARC.
There's a moment, like the usual moment where we check everything. Yeah, you were for the clear up job, right? Clear up a recon.
Yeah, correct.
All right.
I'm calling in to confirm that all feasible threats have been neutralized.
There were threats.
You had human intrusion in the determined territory, yes.
Oh, well, was it like what sort of? Are we talking just rowdy people, campers? What are we talking about?
People that seemed intent on causing a cave-in on your dig site.
Oh shit! You managed to stop that?
We managed to prevent, to some extent. They did cause a minor cave-in, so if you planned on going into the mountain for your dig, you might have to reopen the entrance.
Yeah. Okay, taking note of that. Thank you. Anything else to report?
As part of our confirmed safety procedure, we did an astral sweep.
Okay.
And it appears there is a dormant site on the astral plane as well in this remote location.
Damn. That's really helpful. Like that gives us at least some idea to what to look for. Any other thing, or can I just send him a team to set up the area?
There are some vehicles left behind. I assume that will fall under your jurisdiction to remove those?
Yeah, whatever sort of stuff is left behind, it's gonna be in private area and it's gonna be disposed of.
Very well. Do we need to inform authorities of this trespassing and follows dead? Or is that also covered under your...
It's already covered. We are legally bound to occupy the area. As such, you were acting in accordance to the protection of the area laws.
I have a recording of the initial situation, and I can confirm that they did not comply with peaceful attempts.
That's good to know. That's very good to know.
Well, I hope you are pleased with the service provided. Would you request us to wait here until your setup team arrives, or are they qualified to do that without our assistance?
As long as you can assure me that there are no threats, it should be fine.
There should be no more threats. If anything does pop up within your setup phase, you are more than welcome to reach out to us once more, and we will help you clear it once again.
Alright then, I have to say you're doing an amazing job. Like, you went well beyond your duties. I will leave a good report on our arc satisfaction form.
I'm glad to hear so.
Yeah. Well,
We aim for the most pleasant cooperation we can.
yeah. Well, that's absolutely great. We're gonna keep your team in mind if we need anything else. I'm gonna wire you for payment, and you can see all of you. You're gonna get about 500 of contract into your account.
Thank you very much, sir. I hope you have a nice day and a very fruitful dig.
Have a nice day too. Be safe.
As safe as a job allows.
Well, yeah, of course. Same goes for us, but hey, it's still credits in it.
Yes, indeed.
Alright, we're gonna move out with teams. Thank you for your services.
Thank you for your patronage.
Goodbye. And he just closes the call. And that's another contract fulfilled.
And a very pleased customer.
Yeah, very much so. You did an amazing job, like the whole flipping on Astral and everything. Was a good move.
I'm just gonna send a short message to the entire group
Uh-huh.
because we are a bit scattered at the moment. Everybody's looking for their own stuff.
Yeah.
And Magpie's already far away.
Uh-huh.
Saying that we have a very pleased customer, that we will be receiving a very God, I keep thinking of the word in that a
Commendation.
very good report.
Oh my god, we've got a Yelp score.
Yeah. Rate me on Fiverr.
which might aid us moving away from the plaza situation, and that we should all have received payment, and if there's any problems with the payment, to let me know.
Magpie just sends a thumbs up.
Sorry. That was a yawn.
I call you right.
We did a good job.
You did.
For a change.
Are we all finished here? We are not required to wait for the setup team. If we are confident in their safety, we can simply leave.
I think
so,
we can
yes.
go home.
John,
want to
do you
emphasize,
need
Jerry,
a
I'm
little splash in the river before we leave, or are you okay?
We've been here for a couple hours. John, you may need that.
I think I'm good for now.
Okay.
Jerry, I want to emphasize that I'm yawning because I'm tired, not because I'm bored.
I know, don't worry.
I need to rest in water to keep to keep up. I
Yes.
don't need a dip in the water every hour, so to keep my breath going, I'm fine for
No,
until
you're
tonight.
you're good.
No, I'm saying that in character to the party
Okay.
to clear up that misinformation.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to assume or I disrespect you in that way. I was just trying to think of your comfort.
No, you're fine. I just have a lot on my mind.
John?
Thank you for the sentiment, though.
John, would you like to join me while I make my alchemical stuff today? It looks like you need to talk.
No, I really should be getting some work.
John? When was the
Yes.
last time you weren't getting work done?
Last night. I was asleep.
So, you're meaning to tell me that the only time you took a break was when you slept?
Chariel,
Yes.
while I'm piling everybody back into the car,
Yes.
which since our original driver is leaving, I will be driving apparently.
Most probably, yes.
Is it possible for me to put up some kind of a jammer to prevent John from working?
I mean,
You assume I won't find ways to do it.
you
I
can.
know where the internet cafe is.
Yeah, but at least the next half an hour you would be relaxing a little bit.
So you would expect that, wouldn't you?
Not with what just happened. No, I wouldn't.
God.
Yeah, you can try, of course. Like you can try to at least lock.
They do have a point. I'm gonna change tactics. I'm gonna forcefully broadcast comedic music to all of them in the car.
The first time it comes out, there's the Benny Hill music.
I was about to say, Jerry, loads up Benny Hill.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I can't believe I'm
Okay,
about to
don't
do it.
actually, that's copyright shit.
Yeah, exactly. you load the copyright conscious version of Penny Hill.
Yes, and I
actually-
broadcast to everybody in the car.
I have just a perfect thing for this.
Hold on. I need to go into the stream now. I need to watch the stream now. I want to hear the music.
Oh no, you're gonna hear it anyways. It's
I've
on
got
roll
roll
20. Yes.
Children. I'm afraid.
Oh god.
You realize I'm using the app, not the website, so I can't hear shit.
Oh well, then go to the stream. Yes.
It's the New Year's Eve one.
God.
You asked. You wanted this.
I wanted nothing.
I mean, you are not wrong.
I didn't ask for this.
All I seek is death.
The depressed lemur.
Oh.
I
Depressed
don't think it's
attack
playing
lemur.
on the stream. I can't hear it on the stream.
Oh. Anyways.
Yeah, so that is what will be happening on the 45-minute drive home, because I imagine Nano is a bit more of a careful driver.
Yeah, we'll imagine that. You need
Yeah,
to keep them
Magpie.
safe. Magpie.
Yes.
In the meantime, you are driving back to Cerulean Springs. You and Nano receive a message on your private chat. Going,
Yes.
meeting is, and the meeting is somewhere close to the ring, but still in Cerulean Springs.
Mm-hmm. Do we get coordinates, right?
Do get coordinates.
Magpie put in, I will be there.
Okay, and it's gonna take place at about 7 p.m.
Okay. It was 10 last time. You said 10.
They anticipated it.
Ah.
They want to have a very good night.
I guess I should bring some booze then.
Well, that could be an idea.
We love some bulls.
But yeah, where are you going, Magpie?
Well, I'm going to the usual place.
Okay. You see, you go in this little off-site area. Like, it's not Cerulean Springs downtown. It's just a bit further away. And you see a familiar garage.
Nice. See a familiar what?
Garage, like a garage
Yeah.
door, familiar garage door.
Yeah.
Very unassuming, very unsuspectable.
Is it like remote controlled?
It is, yes.
Okay, she's gonna like reverse up into the garage. Open it first, of course, obviously.
And you see the surgeon as you enter in this garage. And inside the place is really well lit, and you can see all the equipment needed. As the surgeon arrives with this little cart and goes, "Oh, that soon took a while."
Yeah, we had to do an astral sweep.
We?
Other stuff. They know nothing. Don't worry.
We, like, you had to assist because we were...
It was one of our freelancing jobs.
Yeah, but have you ever been there? And as she asks, she starts just unloading and checking the various, checking all the stuff, going, have you ever been to the astral plane?
No, this was the first time. It's an interesting experience, let's just say that.
Oh, so you did go.
Yeah.
What did you see? What? How were you? She had this little smirk on her face.
Well, I did not. I did not see myself from the outside, but there were feathers, a lot of feathers.
Oh. One day we should get a little bit of a date, you know. I know a couple people that can set that up.
Oh, that sounds good. I'm totally up for it.
Oh, fancy. I'm gonna just leave mine as a surprise, and she keeps just unloading the bodies. Little help with this one.
Yeah, Magpie is gonna help, and she's also, there might be one or two limbs missing. Like one of the assholes blew himself up.
Yeah, I can see that. Who the fuck were these people?
They are part of some sort of cult. Something about an Exarch.
It's always something crazy in this fucking town, isn't it? As she brings, them close to the various tables. So, any specific pieces you need?
I would probably take there was an arm and leg somewhere, a cybernetic one.
Oh.
I would also look for optics, if any of them had
Optics?
cybernetic optics, yes.
Alright, I'll keep an eye out for that. Pun intended. What about organics?
The what?
Organics.
Organics. Oh. They can go up on the listing as long as they are usable.
It's gonna take a bit for all the various analysis. I'll let you know, of course. Payment will arrive when the pieces are off. Right?
Yeah, as usual.
Yeah. She looks at the various pieces and goes, "Well, isn't it interesting? Have you seen his leg?"
No. Magpie will take a look at it. I am curious.
As you look at it, you can see that it's clearly not it's not a standard piece.
Oh.
Like, it's clearly custom made and from various parts. Yes. That is a Martis activator, and that is an Atsuma one. What the fuck did they do with this thing?
Huh.
It's almost like someone just went down a junkyard and took all the pieces they could get.
Okay. Well, your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've seen hack jobs before, but you don't see this sort of stuff outside of Old Town. still want them? I'm
Yeah,
not
I-
sure what you can do
I-
with
I-
them.
I am actually quite interested how they put them together and how useful it is in general. I will take it.
Alright. Oh,
Like, apart from the arm and the optics, if you find it, the other stuff can go on listings as well. They might fetch some.
not sure. We'll have to check functionality. Like, if you find, an A-star rebreather, you know what it does. This stuff, I don't even know what the fuck it does. This is completely new territory. What the hell?
Well, like, to be honest, if you get it out, I can take a look at it.
If I get any piece that needs a bit of needs some help, I might actually call you for that. How is it going your training? Do you need any refreshments or some stuff on biomechanics?
Nah, I should be fine. And Magpie cracks her fingers. Like, obviously the cybernetic ones don't crack, but the other ones do.
I can just hear a pneumatic hiss as you do that. I go, well, alright, that. Want to stay to assist, or do you have to be somewhere?
Sadly, I have to be somewhere. It's those human first people,
Oh no. What
Have to keep up appearances.
what the fuck do you mean keep up appearances with Human First? What are you
Still-
doing?
We still don't know what the fuck happened on New Year's. Like,
Oh yeah, I know, but what has do you suspect them to be part of it?
yeah, I do. For some reason, they knew there was something something is gonna be happening. That wouldn't be good for them to stay.
Okay.
Like, I would not take them for someone who steps back from a fight, especially with gatecrashers.
Yeah, no, but definitely that wouldn't be bad. But what do you have? Like she gestures at you like, what do you have to do with that? Like, why are you meeting them? Are you going to beat them up? Are you going to keep up appearances? You never told me anything about this. What's going on?
It's complicated.
Well, our relationship is complicated. This seems like a stupid idea.
Yeah, that is true. I might have got myself into this, and I don't want them to come after me if I don't show up or anything. Yeah. Also, as much of shitbags they are, like, my freelancer part might have some use for them.
Where are you meeting?
Somewhere in Old Town, right?
Well,
I will-
close to Old
I
Town.
will look up the general area and convey that to her, because I do not want her to come there.
She looks at it and go like, the moment she looks at it, her face turns a lot more serious and goes, "You do know what you're going towards, right? Like, you do know what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, I do.
Are you sure?" Like,
I
no-
have backup, don't worry.
Alright.
And I will have a war droid with me.
I mean, I guess that will get them on your good graces. Like, if that will get you on very good graces.
Hopefully.
Yeah, well, just make sure you're okay. Yes.
Yeah. You know me. And she has like a faint smile on her face.
I think I do. Yes.
Well, Magpie is just gonna blow a kiss to her finger guns. I have to go and get in the truck and yeah.
Okay.
Goes home first and tries to get like a leather jacket or like a something that will hide the Armanani graffiti on the back of Nano.
Okay. I can easily find something to do that.
You're only gonna hide the graffiti on the back.
Well, the rest they have seen before.
True. Yeah, why would you need an armor nanny? That's true.
Alright, is there anything else the party wants to do before...
I am popping by the house
Okay.
and I am delivering flowers.
Aw. Do you want to roleplay it?
Part of me does, and part of me wants to leave the charge as vague as possible.
Okay, I will say the charge is very appreciative of the effort. You might have bought some favor with them.
If you're clever, you might be able to extract seeds from them and grow them.
Oh, that is a very good idea. Oh, I've seen some videos that do just that. Oh, yes, and with that, like, your charge just scampers off with this excited, gleeful smile.
You know, you might even be able to use your ether for it.
You can
I
just...
think you dream Chester.
You can hear this, like, excited giggle from the hallway. And, like, you're the best! I'm gonna write it on you someday! I swear!
Some point we're going to have to repaint me so you can start all over.
You can see the head just popping from the corner of the hallway. Going, but you're so cool like this!
Yeah, but you're gonna run out of space.
Sure, but it just makes for history, right? Like, you can see everything spray painted all over. And just show the history of our Manani.
Maybe at some point we're gonna buy me a new body and you can then start fresh on that one.
Well, yes, if we got a new one, yes, absolutely.
You could put me in your personal museum if we swap it out.
Oh, yes! I will feel a bit bad about that, because, I mean, you've always been like this since I was young, and it will be a bit weird to have you just motionless there.
I'm sure there's programs we can come up with that will help with that.
Yeah, sure. I can figure a couple of
Program
super
you like
things.
one of those. You can program it like one of those Halloween electronics that will jump out at you if you round the corner.
Speaking of, I still need to work on VCR stuff, and it's gonna be great, I swear. I'm gonna scare every single kid of the block. Every one of them!
I'm sure you will.
Reminds me in my
Maybe
younger
once we
days.
have it,
Oh!
Reminds me of
maybe once you have it ready, I can invite the team over and you can test run it on big bad mercenaries.
Oh, yes! Oh, if I can scare them, I can scare everyone. I could just make, oh, what if oh, yes. And her eyes just snap to the Moria as well. Again. That hat. I still need to work on that. Couple of things I need to add. It's gonna be perfect. I swear, it's gonna be great.
We have a bit more work to do, so why don't you pick one of your projects and get to it?
Oh, it's just
I
one.
will see you tonight.
Okay, alright. And she just scampers off with the flowers.
want to meet this other corpus user so bad. We'll just be like trading trade secrets.
Okay, Panda and John, what are you doing?
I'm dragging John away from his work over to my alchemical table.
Okay,
Uh,
listen.
John is going to resist.
Lab.
John is going to resist.
John is going to resist, and that won't mean shit. Enhanced strength.
Oh god!
No!
Panda's not having it.
Do you guys want to roll for this?
What am I
I'm
rolling?
gonna have to.
Well,
Damn it.
Panda, it's gonna be a grapple check, and
I'm gonna acrobatics away.
no,
Actually, don't I get a physical defense against it?
you're with that. Aren't you with Nano? Like going back home. And,
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. I'm safe.
You're safe.
You're safe for the moment. At the
yeah,
very
fine.
least.
Alright. I guess we're competing here.
Yeah, you are.
Fuck.
John's gonna give
John,
the
no.
warning. Get your hands off me, or I will bite. I don't have time for this.
Okay. Speak good to yourself. I'll let him go.
Okay. Well,
Thanks.
you both go your separate ways.
Time to go completely overdrive and alone.
So who are we following first?
So, Panda, you will need to work on your alchemical stuff. So that means that you can get, you're gonna need to work on that and you're gonna need to spend some time on it. You did take a look at the crafting rules, right?
It's been a while, so no.
It's not been, it's been 2 weeks!
It's been 2 weeks and I'm busy.
Alright, give me a
Time to
second.
go back to Google document.
Yes. I'm gonna bring it out for you. Give me just a moment. We can do that while we are on break. You can take a look while we are on break. But basically, if you're working on this, I will say you won't be either you won't be ready for tonight, so you're gonna be late, or you're gonna if you're needed, like if you're called, you're gonna need to you're gonna be an Alf Eater.
Get here again.
Nice.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
Yay, sound!
I was having trouble with Discord. Discord crashed on me twice, and I was trying to get back into the call, and I think I accidentally hit the button to mute to
Oh no!
follow up. I'm thinking oh, she dubbed herself. I wonder why. I didn't realize it was me. Sorry.
Alright, so, John, what are you doing in the meantime?
Yeah, this is why I was putting up so much of a fight. I had an idea of what I wanted John to be doing.
Oh, do tell.
John is going to be heading to a bar.
Oh.
Oh god.
Ooh.
I'd imagine, given his history and his job,
Uh-huh.
he'd know a few places that were seen as neutral areas.
Yeah,
So you
absolutely.
go in, you get a drink, and you leave your titles and all of your baggage at the door,
Yeah?
kind of places.
Yeah, you know a couple places like that. What are you looking to do at one of these such fine establishments?
At the very least, he wants a beer or two. or 5.
I mean, that helps, yes.
It's been a rough week.
It has been, hasn't it?
Yeah. If he meets a nice looking fellow and they make their way towards the quiet like a quiet spot in the bar, kind of situation. He also knows that while he's there, he really. This is part of how like when you write characters and you accidentally put some of your own traits into them, but you realize it too late and you just have to roll with it. Yeah, he gets his I can't stop working to save my life from me. He's still, even in the neutral zone, he's going to be listening in on conversations, because when you can't get in trouble for something while you're in there, people tend to talk.
That is a very fair point, yeah.
So, like, even when he's trying to relax, he's still in that little bit of I can still be doing more mode, so he'll still be trying to, like, kind of like he's scanning a radio, he's scanning conversations while he's drinking.
Okay. So, I will say, we're gonna go on break. And when we're back, we're gonna deal with the results of crafting and John's eavesdropping. And then we're gonna have our little night out with the humanists.
Hey.
God.
What do you say? Does that sound like a fun date?
This sounds like a lot
We're all
of fun.
stressed.
Good. Alright, everyone, we're gonna be back in about 30 minutes. We're gonna just have a bite to eat. We're gonna have a bit of rest for voice and everything else. Or when we're gonna get back, we're gonna just have some more fun with our party and see how bad we're fucked. What? I mean, what? Alright, again, please remember, if you can, share the stream. If you can, if you like what you're seeing, if you like what's going on, please share so more people can join in and we can have a little lovely chat and everything. If you want to write us something, at least someone will be around to respond as soon as possible, as we're having our break. And well, what else? At the moment, I think nothing much. So yeah, see you later.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.